Okay, I move to start our March 2nd meeting. Thank you. And
I want to close it all the way.
Ginger,
The Corin is coming, right?
and Teresa hopefully too. Ginger, did you have that inspiration?
I do. That was another aha moment I just had tonight.
When you showered?
Well, no, like just a few minutes ago, I was like, oh yeah, I gotta get it out. So this isn't the one I was originally gonna do, but it's always been one of my favorites since I was a kid. I know you guys all know this one. Never doubt that a small group of thoughtful, committed citizens can change the world. Indeed, it is the only thing that ever has.
Margaret B. Was she an anthropologist?
Yes.
Thank you. Here we are gathered to change our little corner of the world, or help us little corner. So let's go for roll call.
Rory?
Here. You can just mark on there.
Here.
I can mark on there.
Yeah.
Debbie?
Here.
Jean, I know you're here.
Here.
Laura?
Here.
Teresa?
Hey.
You didn't miss your name yet, Courtney.
Oh, good.
That door darts, I think the door, it might be locked.
It is locked.
Camara's here.
Oh, here. I'm on.
David? Here. And Yvonne?
Here.
All right.
I move to approve the minutes from last month.
Falcon?
Yes. And do I have a second? Did you say second?
I did.
Okay.
I'll make the note.
Any discussion, any corrections? I guess what first question,
Does anyone have a correction or discussion?
then you need a motion to approve.
A couple of the things will come up in the meeting.
If you need a motion to approve, then
Motion to approve.
I make a motion to approve.
Thank you. I agree.
Who did that?
and then a second.
I second too.
And you can call for that. Just-
All in favor?
I
Good.
Yeah, I said.
And we have no visitors today, so we'll jump right into our old business. I take this.
Yes.
So, just to clarify, the Tree City Luncheon on April 8th is John, Jim, Ginger, and Teresa. And we're all, the three of you are solid with that.
yeah, fully solid. But if anybody else wants to go, I'm happy to give them.
And you're gonna get the packet. for
Yes, yes, I can. Yes.
Okay,
You, Dave?
April 8th. And if anyone needs that invitation again, let me know, I can resend it to you. And our other old business topic is discussing the rescheduling of the field trip to tour the city service center. Yvonne, do you want to let us know what days or times are best?
Sure. Do you want me to do that during this meeting or send an email?
Hey, Yvonne, why don't you send me an email and then I'll everybody send me whatever, a series of dates and times that work best for you.
Okay,
I'll share that with the group.
I will do it.
Thank you. Okay. Any other old business? So moving on to our new business. Well, last month we did settle on moving our September date to the 14th. Everyone saw that in the minutes because of the Labor Day. So now we're looking at another date, which is December of 2026. For some reason, prior to me being on the commission, we did not the commission doesn't meet in July or December, and I'd kind of like to narrow that to just 1 month of not meeting, so I would like us to meet in December. Which would be December 7th.
The day they'll go down into me.
The day of what?
Pearl Harbor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We could put it on the agenda for next month and that will give everyone time to look at your calendars and consider it.
Like, I think we used to not do it because we would have like the holiday party, so that was like counted. And then in July, we never did it because we did the parade stuff, but
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of the commissions take July off certainly because of July 4th and whatnot. December, some have and some don't.
We're currently scheduled for December 7th.
I say if we do it, we bring
So,
like
are we?
cookies.
Yeah.
Let's
I have
say
that.
Say we have a little
Some-
kind of.
Is it? Okay.
We could have a
A
little
little party, I think we should.
Very good.
So half meeting, half little party. We could do that.
You can have a party.
Did you get
I
that?
mean, it is a
What's that?
slow,
Yeah,
December,
meeting, yeah.
kind of slow month for, well, not for green space, yes, not from literally everything else.
Drinks will have to be elsewhere.
Nobody got to know about it.
Yeah, they got his calendar too. December, so
Yeah.
leave it there.
So we'll bring it up again next month, to give everyone an opportunity to assess that. So now we're gonna leap into our subcommittees. Laura, anything you need to say about trees of distinction?
Well, we did recommend, the winner as being a, group of Norway spruce. Really, there's one that's really beautiful, but there's one that's pretty close, but there are 6 that you can see from this house on the corner of Sanguinet and, Iola. Yes, so yes, it's, and
Does that yard go all the way down to the corner?
I
Oh,
believe it
yeah,
does.
that is a great,
Yeah, and I
I
have
have
a
one
picture of
there,
it if anyone,
exactly
I
the,
can
So I think of it as.
pass it around and
yeah.
Are these people aware they're
I've
getting
seen
the,
yes,
Okay.
and she can attend.
That's an
if you recall, we had another awards. We had to redact their name from the minutes, so they didn't find out ahead of time. I said, I'll make sure we don't need to do that again.
No.
No spoilers there. And it's beautiful. It's a great
And
choice.
Laura
Yeah.
has decided on the prize, the gift for them from a selection. But if you wanted a different prize other than that book.
Oh, no, I like the book. Yeah, it's great. I've heard about it. I've never read it, but I've heard about it and it sounds really good.
They're beautiful.
And
They have
Yvonne, you're
names.
gonna take care of.
We can ask her.
I ran across someone weed whacking a tree in Blackburn Park and he said it was the spruce Springsteen.
Yvonne.
That's
nice.
Yvonne, it's what we get in the book, yeah.
Okay,
She communicated.
And
okay.
that's the thank you notes for all of the other applicants. They're ready, except for I didn't know how to sign off.
The Green Space Advisory Commission. Okay.
And then I used 4 Lockwood Avenue as the return address.
Do people apply for this? How is one decided?
Nominations.
Okay. Just trees we like, or is there a size and girth requirement, or?
Yeah.
Okay, you know when you see it.
Can be, yeah, there's a,
Age,
yeah,
yeah.
size, age, uniqueness, health, of course, yeah, color. Yeah, it has to be, you have to be able to see it from the
Visibility,
street,
yeah.
So yeah, there's a description on the website, yeah, that says, and a brochure, there's probably still paper brochures somewhere.
There's a.
It's
Decision.
We're getting away from that.
Yes.
Yeah, well, I kind of figured, yeah, that's why, yeah.
Our first.
Sometimes they're enough, like heavy load and stuff, but.
Okay, our next subcommittee is tree steward. And I was wondering if David, you could ask Mayor Arnold, since she'll be at Arbor Day, if she'd be willing to present that to Carrie and Joe. And my second question is one person or two people willing to contact Carrie and contact Joe and get a paragraph little bio about them, why they're getting the reward, what they've done for the city, for the mayor community. I can do it if no one wants to do it, but I wanted not to deprive you.
I'd be happy to contact Gary if you'd like.
Okay,
I can talk to Jim.
you'll do Joe?
Sure.
Perfect. It's the best. So did you get that Corin? We'll contact Joe. And Lori will contact Carrie. So you can have your talk with them as long as you want, but reduce it to like a paragraph for the mayor to read.
Joe will find this funny.
Anything else about tree steward?
And Arbor Day is still April Wednesday, the 15th at
We could jump
5:30
ahead to,
at Mars.
we could jump ahead to Arbor Day.
oh, sorry. They all go together in my brain. Okay.
So I'll pass this around. Yvonne, I've kind of sent this to you. But I added a few things for the meeting. So
Okay.
here is our working schedule. Wednesday, the 15th at Larson Park, and we need to bring a microphone. So Yvonne's gonna do tree planting at 5 o'clock. And then Arbor Day will start at 5:30. With, well, I actually put 5:35 because I figured most things don't start on time. I'll have opening remarks and welcoming. And then the scouts will present the color guard. That's Ginger's organization. Approximately 5:50, Mayor Arnold will read the proclamation, the Arbor Day proclamation. Approximately 6:05, Laura will present the tree of distinction. Around 6:15, Mayor Arnold, what I'm envisioning is she would be standing at the microphone and all of us who are able to attend from the commission kind of standing behind her. So it's like we're all giving Carrie and Joe the award.
Usually they'll do like a photo and you can all get in on that.
And then, big news related to Arbor Day. We are successfully partnering with Webster Arts to do a poetry contest. So if everyone would take one of these for your own interest, but also if you know someone who's a student, you can pass it on.
Do you have this digitally as well?
PDF, yeah, I have. it.
Send it to me so I can send it to Peach Jar to the district.
It's being shared also via the city's social media, the WhatsApp web.
Does everyone want to receive it digitally? Then you could email people.
And it should be posted on one of the bulletin boards here at the rec center already.
It's a big giant one.
Yeah, and it's also been posted, it's been posted at City Hall as well.
You sent me one.
Okay, I'll send, you're gonna flyer.
And do you know if anybody sent it to the schools?
All
I
the,
love.
Yes.
Oh, wait, somebody
Exhaustively.
did already?
all the schools have received it, public, private.
Man, so I'm.
And the one who responded back to me and thanked me was
At Ford's house, will be Peach Jar, I think.
the only one.
Just so long may have received.
So we're trying to find first of all, so I searched the city website, and we have a list of all the public and private schools. I got everybody.
Contact info and everything.
So all students,
Most of it.
my college student can also, even though.
Yeah, I sent it to Webster University and even Eden Seminary. So the poetry contest, hope fingers crossed, we get submissions, would be around 6:28. So just to fill you in more on that. If you remember last month, I talked about going to the art commission to ask them to partner with it. And I went to their meeting and spoke during the visitor comments. And then a few days later, I contacted the chair, Janice Seeley. And she said they had such a full agenda, they didn't talk about it, they're gonna talk about it this month. And so then when last Monday, where Jordan's working on the flyer for us, I emailed her and said, do you want to be listed as a sponsor? And she couldn't make that decision with Charter Commission. So they are not on the QR code. The Art Commission is not listed as a sponsor. It's us and Webster Arts. However, I am going to their meeting tomorrow to share the flyer and ask them to consider one or two people being a judge in the poetry contest, and to consider that this could be a stepping stone, and next year we could even add something like painting or drawing or photography. So I will speak to them tomorrow, and then they'll speak about it after I'm gone. So to answer your question, I thought maybe we would come up with a judge. I was thinking maybe Debbie's as your English teacher and a librarian.
I like that.
One judge or?
We will have someone from Webster Arts,
Oh, yes.
hopefully someone from the Arts Commission.
Sorry, I'm
And,
replaying it now.
Depending on how many submissions, like in my emails with Janice, she was saying, you know, what are the judges' responsibilities? And I'm like, it's all speculation at this point. We could get 5 submissions or 78. But they're due March 31st and Arbor Day is the 15th. So the judging would have to occur between April 1st and April 12th. You can think about it.
No,
pressure,
I'll do
but-
it. I'm just out of town for some of those days.
So it could be a
That's fine.
virtual, it could be,
Yeah.
and it could be that we get so many submissions, we have to divide it age-wise, younger and older. So that's all unknown at
Do we
this
know how
point.
many would be, we're looking, is it one person overall, 2 people, 2 submissions, but
If we have to divide it age-wise, I think we would have a winner in a younger category and a winner in.
It would be what, like an elementary and.
Yeah.
that would be nice.
So
Not
if-
have to then compete.
If we get hopes from young people.
I can annihilate some kindergarten poets.
Fresh things to.
Not third grade instead of poetry yet.
One other question, and thank you for doing all this. It was a lot of work
Yeah,
and
thank
it
you.
really is good. Are you gonna share the agenda? This?
Yeah, I'm gonna pass it around.
No, I mean with the people who are represented in that.
Well, I've shared it with David and
I thought it was still a working product, right?
Well, yes.
Okay, so it's a work in progress and
Yeah.
at some point, the people who are listed there will know when they are supposed to do what they're doing. Logistical, I'm sorry, to get that detail.
And just to point out, Lori, you
Yeah.
and I will be talking about the poetry contest.
See,
So we're gonna mention.
just like that.
I mentioned that April's Poetry Month and On Trees Grants. So to get back to this, so the poetry contest will be somewhere around 6/28. And then I have reached out to the high school, to the principal and to the music teachers to see if we could have a high school musical. I was specifically thinking of the Amen or A Women. I don't even know if they exist still. But when my daughter was in high school, they had a cappella groups, the Amen and the A Women. And they performed at a high school fundraiser I went to for a couple of years. They were pretty fantastic. So don't know yet about that, but we might have a musical. And then Billy Haig will be presenting from Forest Relief. He, Yvonne, he doesn't have a PowerPoint. He's gonna bring handouts. I've confirmed that, that with him, and he wondered how many handouts, and I told him I thought 25 would be enough. Is that your thinking, Yvonne?
Well, I think there could be a little bit more than that. So maybe 30, 35.
And if you're able to get me a PDF of that, I can make sure that it's available through the website. We'll share it versus through Facebook.
So we could even do the
Instagram.
printing for him.
Yes, but what I'm saying is we can share it online. It's probably the more effective way of reaching more people.
But we could,
I
I'd say,
prefer-
send it to me and we'll do the printing for you.
I can print 30 copies, that's,
Okay.
yeah. If you're asking me for 300, I would say, hold on, but for 30, I think I can see it.
Okay. And then, he would take us right up to the end at 7:30. And then the scouts will, close the color ceremony. So I'll pass this around, you can take a picture of it if you want, or someone could even keep that. So that's an update on not normal, Arbor Day. So
Okay,
now-
Jeannie, do you mind if I jump in for just a second?
Oh, please, yes.
Okay, we are only going to plant one tree and it's right by the pavilion. So it's gonna be very fast. So I don't know if you want to revise that tree planting to be like
5:15.
5:20, probably. It's a small tree.
Okay, thank you, Yvonne.
Sure.
And
And then-
Yvonne, just to make sure you've ordered or will order the gifts for the tree stewards.
They're already ordered. The book we've received already, and the plaque has been made with the QR code that links to the Trees of Distinction on the website. So my one question is, do you have an award for the poetry winner?
I'm sorry, the what?
Poetry winner.
Oh, no, I haven't gotten that far. It's just unfolding in real time.
Okay,
I will give that some thought. I'm thinking a book.
okay,
Or maybe something from the Arbor Day.
okay.
Given that you don't know what the age groups are
Yes.
responding, you might want to hold off, but perhaps something Arbor Day related would be more universal.
Or even framing and
Price that one
hanging
for-
somewhere for a year until the next
Oh,
winter.
we're hoping, yeah.
Okay, and just a couple of logistics, if you don't mind. If you could, at the next meeting, let me know what kind of snacks you want me to pick up. I'm assuming you want the podium, and then we have a speaker system. And also, I'm hoping we get a new flag when you guys go to the luncheon, but if not, we can take the flag from the rec center temporarily.
I would think the snacks we had last year, that was kind of water bottles and then packaged little granola bar things. It seems like
Okay.
the kids
Okay.
were really after those packages.
Okay,
But I wouldn't do beverages other than water, just keep it simple,
okay.
a little bit healthy
Do we need chairs or are we doing it in the pavilion?
in the.
It'll be in the pavilion.
That's nice not to have to set up chairs.
Yvonne, this is Dave.
Yes.
I was just reaching out to Chief Painter at the fire department. My
Mhm.
understanding is they have like a pallet full of bottled water that was donated to them. And I'm sure they could let us have some of that.
Sure,
Save-
that sounds
save a few
great.
bucks.
Okay, I'll get a hold of the chief. Thanks.
Feel free.
Is this a rain or shine event?
Yes, since we have a pavilion. We,
That's
we,
like a lightning now.
yeah, it's caught us before in the past, so we sort of made a rule that we'll only have it if we have cover.
Alright. And again, I encourage everyone on the commission, this is, to me, it feels like our big annual hurrah, public facing. So to, if at all possible, come and recruit others to come with you.
Question about the poetry contest. So are you thinking there one winner? I mean, I'm just worried that kids who don't get their poems picked, especially if they're good, will have their feelings hurt. And maybe you might want to have several by age category or something like that. I don't know. I'm just thinking like, or have maybe the better ones turn it off or something.
Heather at Webster Arts, talked about either printing the booklet with all the submissions, either printing it or having it available online. She recommended that. She's very skilled and experienced at doing community projects because they do a community art project every year at the fair.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea.
And in terms of how many and if we divide by age is totally dependent on the submissions we get.
Yeah.
So, the decisions will be made,
Yeah.
at the, as
I'm
the,
assuming there's hundreds of kids and some, we'll probably get a bunch of them.
that'd be nice.
We have to share.
Anyway, it's just like asking that, I think having to be able to print it off, what is the ones that need minimal criteria?
Oh, and I would recommend maybe like the prices for like, you know, the winner, like the top ones, maybe like $25 gift card at the Novel Neighbor or something, and then like the runners up, maybe like a
That's
$10,
an excellent
$10.
idea.
Yeah,
The
the city can't
Yeah,
get
no,
gift
You
cards.
can't do that because it's favoring a business.
Yeah, gift cards in general.
Yeah, it's a good deal.
Yeah,
We can,
so we,
Post them somewhere, you know, just publish.
we will
What if the
absolutely.
Novel Neighbor donated them?
We
No?
can't,
Okay.
put that, no, yes, we will make sure it's on the city website.
And then we can
Social media.
flag the winners or whatever.
Yeah, yeah, and like I said,
Feature them somehow.
We'll put it on social media, we'll have it on the website, and frankly, social media is the biggest way to expose stuff like this.
Would
Yeah.
the Webster Kirkwood Times maybe print if we had
one, two, or three of them.
Great.
Pretty Thursday for stories.
Yeah. That's a great idea.
So the more PR it gets, even after, I think will be helpful for next year to repeat it or even grow it.
And we've actually noticed that very often what gets put out on our social media, particularly if there's a video involved, whether it's channel 5 or channel 4 or the Post Dispatch or WKT, they look to that and they say, oh, that's getting a lot of clicks, let's cover it. So,
Good.
so
And then
if you see it on the website, click, click, click.
the entrance can say they're published
Yes.
poets, you know.
Here's your prize.
Mhm.
Which I think might be helpful to high schoolers. Okay, so now, any update from the member welcome packet
We don't have,
subcommittee?
you don't have updates.
Sorry.
I've been welcome to it. Thank you,
Is
one of
the
you.
information that would have been helpful that you had not been.
Man, just the email was cool, you know, really. I think Corbin responded and Corey, but no, I'm just gonna be quiet as much as I can for a while until I figure out what I'm doing.
Any updates from the marketing subcommittee?
Is Teresa with us?
No, she's not here tonight.
It's kind of the same. We haven't delved into details of it, so hopefully next time we meet.
So I could add a little to get it on the front, what used to be called the Friday page, now what's up Webster, go to David.
Yes.
To get it on the Deer Creek Watershed Alliance website. Go check on it. So I've sent our eco ads, all three of our eco ads to David and Yvonne for those.
Appreciate that. We may come back around and start ask for any a repeat of maybe some of the things you said and anyone else who wants to weigh in. I mean, we've all been in the position, so we think back and say, oh, that would have been good to know.
Keep you posted.
Yeah, no, I'm not putting the pressure on you, but I was
Please do. It's
still
fine.
felt the
Yeah.
same myself. Oh, okay, that's where you find that information, et cetera. But yeah, so we'll meet and we'll put together something representational, ask for feedback, and if there's anything that you know we can add to it. But it will be nice to have that template, if you will, for how to go about this, so you're not starting from zero every time.
Next is EcoEd, and Debbie and Ginger attended the first EcoEd, which was sustainability, about rainscaping. Was that last week? The week before?
It was Fort Month City.
Do you wanna share any highlights? How was it? Was it well attended?
Very well attended, and Debbie actually wrote a few things down, because she's a superstar.
I thought the presenter from the Botanical Gardens
She was fantastic.
she was really polished, yeah. especially for her age. And she is the one who reads the applications for these grants. So the questions, it just felt were very useful, I think, for everyone who was attending. There's one for homeowners who can get up to 70% rebate or a limit of $4,500. And she showed the different types of projects, from permeable pavers to ponds to rain barrels to native gardens. So all different ways to get that. And then at the institutional level, it's 60% or a maximum of 6,000. And if someone is not in the Deer Creek watershed area, then they can apply through MSD for the landscaping grant. She reads both of them. She answers questions. She can funnel them one direction or the other. They have videos, tutorials, sample plans on their website. It's all there. And basically, I mean, she said, I asked, you know, when do people get rejected or why? Essentially not following directions. And then they can have a chance to try again. So it's more the DIY that get rejected because a lot of professional organizations work with them, but there are ways for DIYers to get there.
What is her name?
I don't
Fireman.
Yeah, is it Emily Hoyerman or
I think she didn't have any handouts, so everything was digital.
yeah, but I mean the Deer Creek Watershed Alliance website has the all the links and
A lot of people qualify for both the MSD grant or the other one, but
Mhm.
you're only gonna be awarded one, you're not both, so.
And the phone number it wasn't a direct line to her in her name, but she's the one who will answer. So it was just an organizational line.
It's a really great program.
Like, there were not very many empty chairs.
So that's the person with the rain guard.
That program.
There we go.
We did the grant a few years ago. Do not modify like that, it's not great, but it is wintering. But no, it's a great program and you can build in maintenance into your budget. Like so that the person who puts it in for you can come back the next year and spruce it up for spring for a couple of years, and we did not do that, and I highly recommend that you do include that.
We got one the second or third round and it was all DIY.
Yeah.
There's no single garden recommendations. It was like just inventing it.
Yeah.
I didn't go this year, but I went last year to both the Deer Creek and the MSD presentations. And I believe I am part of the Deer Creek area, and that one, there was a slightly higher amount or something in that one that I could get. They recommended, as you said, doing the, that you could do the design, working with someone, and then maybe working some of the costs of that. The caveat that I remember as well is this is a once in a lifetime opportunity if you're going to get it. So
And if your address, if it's gotten it before, it's the property, like you can't, if your previous homeowners receive the grant, like you get.
And my yard's too small.
really,
We had the same issue.
Can't be like under
It was
trees.
too close to the sidewalk.
Foundation and the, yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
They're very
driveway
particular
too.
about
Yeah.
too close to your house.
Learned a lot. Well, thank you for sharing. We do have our first Eco-Ed coming up very, very quickly. March 16th at the library. We have 5 different local gardening clubs, the West Groves Herb Society, Garden Society, the Seed Pod from Wild Ones, 2 other groups coming. I believe it's Wednesday, March 16th. Monday, March 16th at the library. So it's coming right up.
2 weeks.
So,
2 weeks.
do we have
we
the,
need to market that really kind of hard now. I've been so focused on the poetry contest that was on the back burner, but I started this afternoon with David and Yvonne, my easiest to market with. So always appreciate a good showing on our commission for that. So no mo April. I feel like I've talked a lot more. Do you want to go through this?
Jeannie and I met via email. For the most part, this is a self-maintaining initiative at this point. The city has already long since established this, and it's just kind of running. But we do plan to announce it at the March and April Eco Eds. I'll do a social media post, which I usually do. We're gonna talk about whether we can add a laminated sign at the rec center, kind of locally advertising, like, hey, we've got signs available. Jeannie's gonna deliver some signs to Maypop and some information into Rolling Ridge. We're gonna look for a couple new places to post signs.
If anyone has idea or.
Yeah, that'd be helpful. You're sending a letter to the Webster Kirkwood Times, and I am working with Jordan Rowe on an update to our video idea, a video to promote NOMO April, presumably on the city's website. And that's as far as we've gotten is like tentatively, we're meeting in a week or two. Yeah, that's where NOMO is.
Would they need a separate sign here or just use one of the signs and put a
Well-
little $10 or what?
So that's it. I believe, Yvonne, is it James who has been putting out the no mow and leave the leaf signs here in front of the rec center?
Yes.
So is it okay to ask James if he or we can add maybe a laminated thing that says, you know, signs available at the desk, $10 to try to sell them?
I would think so, and just include David on any correspondence.
Okay. So the signs, we have enough signs from last year still stored here. And I'll be in touch with James to put that out in April and add an element so people know the signs are for sale and available.
Until we run out, and then there's no mo.
So just to remind everyone, mainly Jim, with a very small amount of help from me, made a video last year of still photos. And so we're hoping to get Jordan, who put this together in short order, and you see how lovely that is, to add some polish to that video and maybe some drone footage or something.
It could be better.
It could be better.
So I did share that with Jordan, just so you know. But I remind everybody every time somebody asks about Jordan has a full plate.
Yeah.
Without the commissions even asking, so it's as he has time, we'll do projects. But if you send them to me, I'll have the conversation with him, and if he can make it happen, he's really good.
Yeah.
I have a question then about that. So we were talking about EcoEd and the few that are coming up that are ours. I'm going to add into that with the Blackbird. Is there a flyer or some kind, you know, something that we put together that lists everything, given, you know, that the 16th is the first one, or actually our first one, but the second?
I don't know.
Do we have anything that we can use to send around to people to say, hey, these are things that are coming up, you know,
So
FYI?
early on in this, like a number of weeks ago,
Uh-huh.
I had reached out to the chairpersons of sustainability and VSAC.
Yeah.
As far as getting us all the information for all the eco eds coming up, and we got a fairly complete spreadsheet.
Mhm.
The intention of that, though, was to make a flyer for each individual one
Okay.
with some lead time. So we didn't put together anything that covers the entirety of the year. But I can see if it's not Jordan putting that one together. It's Sean Finnegan, who's another our sustainability coordinator.
Would you see if she's done one for March?
I will find out.
And if she's done one, if you send it to me, I'll send it around to her.
It last week.
Yeah, they did mention it.
And historically, the Webster Kirkwood Times has published a list of the dates too, so
Yeah.
we should make sure that they have that list too.
I'll see if we can get a something pretty too that lists all of them for the year, including the one that has already occurred. Just so.
That would be great. We could send it, you know, give it to the library, Maypop, Rolling Ridge, I don't know, spread it
Yeah.
around so
Spread it
yeah.
around.
people get the heads up. that these things are coming.
And with this, if anyone has idea where to post it, I was gonna go with the library. And Panera has a bulletin board, community bulletin board. So any other ideas are welcome. Post that. Okay.
Yeah, I think they do.
Yeah.
Maypop does, but they're closed for renovations right now.
Oh,
Rolling Ridge.
It has permission at the Webster University English Department.
Oh, there you go.
Library has emerged.
Yeah.
I did send a chair of the English department the flyer.
Okay, great.
How about anybody at the community college? At the community college?
Very good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Send it to Carrie.
I'll be talking to Carrie. I'll ask her where we can put it. That would be most visible.
Sure.
Okay, so now Corin,
20 minutes left, just FYI.
thank you. Corin has done, again, a lion's share of work on the native plant ordinance.
So I didn't print up a copy for everybody, so share with your neighbor.
I know that's what it's.
Oh,
You've seen it before?
I've seen it.
Can I check very quickly about the Blackburn? You know,
Yeah, just started.
list. So I just wanted everyone to know that, you know, that I'm not aware, I'm not sure whether you're aware of, you know, the eco at Blackburn. There's a guy named Vincent, you know, that has done an amazing job with the bird sanctuary there of putting together a volunteer network that has adopted the portions of it. And yeah, he's really done a great job of, and Yvonne is aware of this. He speaks so highly of you all the time, Yvonne, every time I see him. You know, and we'd like to replicate that, frankly, but also we would at least like to make sure that, you know, the volunteer outreach to be part of that. There's various ways that people can help, you know, with watering or, you know, anywhere up to their own adoption of an area. So we're going to have a discussion at Blackburn on May 20th. And in the next week or two, I want to get on an initial sort of kickoff meeting just to plan and get on the same page as to what that event will look like. And I think, Yvonne, you have reserved one of the pavilions there. Is that, am I?
Yes, I'll have to go back and just make sure, but there's, yeah, it seems like Jeannie asked me about that a while back. Am I correct? Okay, yes, I think we're good to go.
But I want to be, you know, careful of your time. I would like to sit down with him and get his ideas on what he wants on the agenda for that and what he needs as far as, you know, does he need a you know, screen, you know, to project something onto, or does he need a microphone or whatever it is?
I would get him a microphone.
Yeah.
I think that's listed on the.
I'm assuming,
Maybe
but we
needs-
really haven't talked to him about what he intends to do, and I don't want to just leave it up in the air. So I'd like to sit down with him, and I'd also like to encourage him to bring his volunteers forward, and we can recognize, and he can recognize them. But you know, there's that sort of opportunity, you know, because I think that we can get a lot out of this, and I want to have him and them invite their own people, you know, as sort of internal marketing. And so we'll strategize all of that. I included you, Yvonne, when I sent it out, but I don't know if this is something that you want us to just sit down with him and bring to you, or if there would be some advantage in having you there when we talk to him. So
I met with him today, but not about this. So I guess just so he's done an excellent job, and he just, you know, has done really a good job of getting volunteers and getting people involved. But we also have to just make sure that anything that we're planning falls into the correct parameters of what we need to be doing for the parks and
Yeah.
any kind of liabilities and that sort of thing. So I don't think it would hurt for me to be there and possibly even my boss, James. And
Okay.
then, I don't know if David wants to be there, if it's a commission situation, so, I don't want to make the decision, but I think that it might be wise if I am there, if I'm available, and then my boss.
Okay,
This is the first.
I will follow up with the two of you and see what your availability is. Vincent is very open. Bill wants us to give him a couple of, potential dates that work for us on our side. And I appreciate your, feedback on it, so we're steering it in the right direction. And I don't know
Okay.
what you think about replicating what he's done, but he's done such a good job. I would love to see it happen somewhere else if that would be an advantage. Otherwise, it can be sort of a way to tell the story of what he's done and gauge, the ability to grow his volunteer base.
Sure.
So we can talk about what's most important to us and any strategies, and then the logistical aspects of it. I'll reach out and find out what dates in the next few weeks that you and James might have available.
Okay, and then could you please remind me of what day it is in May?
May 20th.
May 20th. Okay.
That good? No.
Right now I don't have any events on the calendar, but what time of day was it? Because it seems like I did book something with the rec center on it.
7 o'clock.
That's when we're doing the May 20th?
That's when the lets me.
Really? It seems like we would want to try to do it a little bit sooner, because if he wants to show the actual bird sanctuary space that's
During
been,
daylight.
we need a little more daylight in that.
Daylight,
That's
by
by
May,
May,
so
Well,
it'll be lighter later.
are we locked into 7?
It's been publicized. That means we're locked in.
Yeah, I just think if it gets dark, that would be too bad.
Sunday starts at let's see.
Could you look up what time is sunset on May 20th? My phone is not working.
Okay, so right now it's been publicized as 7 PM for all of these.
Yeah.
Okay.
Except for Harbor Day. Cause it's a couple hours long.
Not gonna be much past 8 o'clock.
I would think that
Wait,
you
you said Arbor
start
Day.
at 7, really.
It's
Yeah,
usually
yeah.
1 hour.
Yeah.
So if you talk for a half an hour, toward for a half an hour.
Or the other way around. We'll work it out.
Get the tour audience also away, and then the talk can be out.
Okay, so then our working time is 7 PM on 5/20.
Okay, I will check with the rec center. I'm 95% sure this was booked a long time ago, but I just want to make sure. So I'm actually sending him an email right now just to make sure that we are set to reserve the May.
11 PM is what I'm seeing.
8.
11 PM on 20th.
Well, that'd be just
What
fine
time?
then.
Oh,
11 PM on the
Yeah, that's
20th
about right. That sounds about right.
Okay.
is what it says, so.
Says 8:50.
Okay, so Corin, quickly.
That's sunset.
What's-
Report.
Oh, that's it.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, did you correct the date? Was it May 11th?
No,
No,
no. The sunset on May 20th is 8:11 PM.
Okay, okay, thank you.
it is definitely May 20th.
Okay.
Okay. 7 PM.
That's sunset, that's not necessarily, it's first.
All right, we got it.
That's
We're not.
No,
First, I'd like to apologize. I think I stepped on something foul on my way in, so if I smell weird, I'm especially sorry for you.
Don't swell anything.
My mistake. I don't know what it was. I could smell it. It's bothering me. So setting that aside, when Liz James was still on the commission, she and I talked about reviewing the native plant ordinance and seeing whether it had been updated, if ever. So Liz is gone. No one else is on the commission, so I did it. And I checked it out. It looks pretty good. We have great plant-friendly, garden-friendly ordinances. I see some minor tweaks we could suggest to the city. None of them are particularly major tweaks. One, the definition of invasive plants that we're using contradicts federal law. That's not necessarily a problem, but we could just have it match federal law. That would be an easy change. Secondly, if we are following federal law, 3 plants we have listed as invasive plants are legally not invasive plants and would have to be removed. That's another very minor change to our, like a subsection of an ordinance.
Or Corin, can I jump in for just a second?
Sure.
I totally agree with that. I'm surprised that those are on the list. But I think the reason why they were on the list is because they're pretty aggressive plants. And
Well,
even
I think I know why. They're listed as noxious plants on the Missouri Conservation website, native noxious plants, but not
Okay.
legally invasive. So
Yeah,
they would have
so-
to be moved or removed.
Or do we add a section?
We have a
for
section.
native-
yeah, native but tends to dominate.
There is already a section on noxious native
Okay,
plants.
so-
Okay, sounds good.
But it's misclassified.
It's misclassified.
That's right.
Okay.
I would suggest removing them, but this is a draft. If we would rather reclassify them, that's fine. This is just a, first step. Like, hey, these are in the wrong place or should not be here.
And I'll keep it quick, but the state statute, I believe.
Yeah.
Refers to them, right? And I think our ordinances then refer to the list of not state noxious plants, correct?
Yes, but we have them on a list that contradicts the
Right.
state.
I'm just saying we can remove them from the invasive.
Yeah, and it would still be.
It would still be the state.
Right, so still good. There have been a few laws passed at the county level, local level, and state level since this was last reviewed, I think back in the 90s. And I took a look at all the local ordinances all over and saw there's some other plants that we maybe should also list. So I suggest adding those to the list. Finally, I understand that we very rarely enforce the invasive plant code in Webster. So it occurred to me, maybe we should be grandfathering stuff in to reduce burden to landowners and city officials in terms of enforcement. However, I'm not sure if that's a good idea or not. So it's in this draft, but I'm asking opinions. Do we want to do that to explain why there's not very much enforcement on invasive plants and to reduce burden on city officials and homeowners? Or do we not want to do that because then it gives us more teeth if we did want to enforce it at some point?
So typically enforcement of this type of ordinance is when there's a new development that's planted. So if Jeannie decides she likes honeysuckle and she plants it in her backyard, there's nothing we can do about that.
Okay.
But if Webster University is redeveloping a parcel of their land, the new building, and they're using the wrong species, that's when we catch it at that point.
So in that case, this would not be very necessary because the ordinance would apply to new developments regardless of whether that passage is in there or not. Okay, well, maybe we can strike that then. But first, what do you guys think? Is this beneficial, useful to recommend?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The changes, yeah, I think it's very
Okay.
up to date.
They're
Bring it up
minor.
to date.
It should not take a lot of employee time, I don't think, so.
And you always also have the opportunity, if you want to educate the community about these kind of species of plants, that's probably more in your wheelhouse of something you can.
Might be a good eco ed.
Correct.
Yeah.
Do we have an ordinance regarding tree topping?
Yes,
Is it enforced or?
yes.
It's hard to stop somebody if they're gonna break the law.
Yeah.
I mean, we've all seen what Amherst has
Yeah.
done over the years, but
Well,
although they've gotten better.
unless they bury those lines.
Thank you, Corin. Appreciate you. So is it now in your hands to?
Needs some editing.
Well, I would you shouldn't move forward yet until you've all had the opportunity to look it over.
Yeah.
Maybe the next meeting, maybe the subsequent meeting when you finalize, and then you would basically move as a group to recommend it, go to council, and then I can bring it.
Do you want me to send this to you electronically? So you can,
But I'll have some folks in-house look at it as well, to see if they see any patterns.
That's great. And I'll update it with the tweaks we just discussed and send them more, if that's okay.
Please, that'd be great.
Okay. Wait for that.
We'll,
And the-
we'll wait
the
for you to
calendar.
send me.
Okay, I can do that this week, probably tomorrow, maybe Wednesday.
And then I'll send it to everyone and we'll discuss it again next month. Okay, that is our, oh, wait, we have a new commission, a new not commission, subcommittee, which is Corin, John and Jim.
Yes.
You just agreed to be on this subcommittee last
This is
month.
like watershed signs.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And you create.
anything to share?
Yes, I sent you a PowerPoint, but very late. If we don't have time to get that open, and I don't think we do, I propose we bump this to next month.
Okay, so you emailed me a PowerPoint?
Can you send that to me?
Yes.
Have we decided on the places yet, or just come out with the?
I went and I used your recommendations and your design suggestions and created a very short PowerPoint saying, it'd be cool to put signs here, but ultimately it's the city's decision. We're just making suggestions.
Yours were.
Yeah.
Spot on.
Yeah, I thought they were good, Jim.
Correct words.
Okay,
So we'll talk about that.
revisit
I
that
think
next.
it's actually go look at those locations and see where the signs might go, like look specifically.
Right. I think that's gonna probably fall on the city.
Yeah.
But I do think that the general area you
Yeah.
proposed is good, so we'll talk about it in April.
Okay, David, staff liaison report.
Council liaison is.
Oh, I'm sorry.
So,
Holy.
Council,
few outranks me.
We're working on the stormwater. I know that's a big topic of interest for this group of Stormwater Management Commission, so should have news on that soon. Is there anything else you guys need from?
Responsible lighting.
Is there-
That one is probably gonna be post-budget cycle, because boy, oh boy, does that take a lot of oxygen in the room.
Gotcha.
Is
We
there
did-
anything we should know about Dr. Peoples' resignation?
Everything that you've seen published publicly by the city is accurate. What you might read elsewhere, I can't say for sure.
She's done a great job for the city and she's moving on.
Thank you, Emily.
And they've announced the interim that Scott Davis will
Yes.
do the
Love
interim,
Parks.
city manager. Yeah, so that's great.
does she have an official date and when she's actually gonna terminate her employment?
Yeah, that's been published. She actually, her last official day in office, in the office, not in office,
Yeah,
basically was technically today, I guess.
Okay.
But then there's another month where she's still
yeah,
working remotely.
Yeah.
And then she'll be doing some consulting with the city to help wrap things, just things that they've been working on that she has so much knowledge that none of us do.
so then the city's gonna be looking for a new city manager.
Post-election.
Post-election.
wait for the-
Okay, so after, when is the election?
April 7th.
Okay, so after that, interviews will be.
Well, that'll be up to.
We'll
new
start the
council.
process, yeah, the interviews are not gonna start on the 8th or anything like that.
The new council has to decide.
We
how
gotta
they
figure
want
out where
to
to
do it. Sure.
And then, so, I mean, I guess that is a point of interest, the election is April 7th, and there are 3 candidates running for 3 spots.
Now I'll keep it short and sweet. Thank you all for getting the budget and the work plan and the report all done as quickly as you did. It's all turned in on time. Next steps, it's hard to say exactly when it's gonna occur, but the city manager is looking at everybody's, all the commission budgets, looking at historic budgets, looking at the availability of funds, and there's no guarantee, you asked for, X thousand dollars, no guarantee that that's gonna be the recommendation. But your council liaison will have the opportunity to, speak on your behalf to, whether or not more is required or not. But we haven't gotten to that point yet. Like I said, the budget process is very complicated, lots and lots of moving parts. We hope to be getting that rolling as soon as we can.
We start budget meetings in April. I mean, budget work has been going on since November, but we'll start the budget meetings and the city council
Yeah.
meetings in April. And I always say it's a great time to tune in because you learn so much about how the city runs by learning about the budget. And it is really complicated.
it's not like a home budget at all. It's not like a business budget at all. It's just, everything is very different once you're in government. So I wish I could explain it more than that, but we, 6 o'clock, sorry.
No,
Just,
this one is
just to be
good.
clear, so everyone knows, I lean on David quite heavily. Every week. For guidance and support, making our way through. So I'm very grateful.
That's what I'm here for.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
So we're clear. Next month, we're gonna talk, the new subcommittee's gonna present, it has a PowerPoint. Anything else for the agenda next?
Yeah, I have something. The developer in my block who enjoys tearing down affordable homes, just knocked out 2 massive old birch trees. Our canopy on our block is just getting destroyed. And I talked to Corin about this a bit, and I want to look at, either limiting the amount that new construction can remove canopy, or just what protection can a block take to keep its trees intact? Because Pentex really doesn't seem to care about paying a fee. And I understand that when they buy property, they are the property owner and can remove all the trees they want. Like that's in the law, but what can we do as a committee to make it more difficult, or just can blocks get some protection? I don't know where to start other than here. And this is something I'm really passionate about. And I certainly can't beat these people in court. But I don't know where to start, but it's probably somewhere here.
That's a great question. I mean, I have heard that in some European countries, I'm thinking Germany, you actually have to have a permit to cut a tree down.
So
They do.
we're already past 6 o'clock, we've got the discussion item for the next meeting, but I will say, as homework, go on the city's website, go to the city code, there is a tree preservation ordinance that speaks to some of those issues. There are ways that you can pay money instead and allow for trees to be cut down, but a tree preservation plan, there's a whole host of things that need to be done, so.
Chapter 54, I think.
This
Great place to start.
Good place to start.
construction sometimes, even if it's left standing, it's dying.
And there's
They don't buy it.
There's all the protection. You have to have a tree, they have to have a tree preservation plan.
But even then,
Yeah.
yeah.
It's tough,
it can
it's
be-
tough, there are trade-offs.
Throw down some dogwoods and call it a day, man.
But please do look at that as a sort of
Good plan.
prepare yourself for any discussion.
I have the ordinances ready to go, so if anyone wants them, just let me know and I'll send them to you.
Could you send that to everyone?
Everyone?
Or you send it to me?
Send it to me and I will make sure it gets.
Yvonne, I forgot to ask you, did you have anything more to add?
No, just, I guess keep, letting me know what we're gonna put on that flyer or program for Arbor Day. So that's lined up, just the final, version of that would be great.
I'll send you this tomorrow.
Okay. Other than that, just let me know if there's any add-ons and if you want me to find a gift for the poetry competition.
I'm gonna hold on that till we see what kind of submissions we get, if we're giving an elementary child a gift
Sure.
or a high school child.
Okay.
So that's in unfolding in real time.
Okay. Sounds great. That's all I have.
Thank you. I motion to adjourn 6:04.
Second.
Down for that. Thank you all.
You gotta ask for a vote. All in favor?
Okay.
Aye.